This is the most comprehensive tutorial on how to be a successful VTuber on the internet. Starting from buck nothing to the most advanced tips, here's how you set yourself up for a long-lasting VTuber life. Hi, I'm PHIA. I was a virtual YouTuber and streamer before VTubing even blew up in summer 2020, and have some of the most successful tutorials on how to start. I've been streaming since February of 2020, and by the end of 2020, I had over 10,000 followers on Twitch and was a partnered streamer along with 64,000 YouTube subscribers. By this point, most of you know what a VTuber is, a virtual YouTuber or streamer. I'm going to be focusing on the streaming aspect and how to grow on Twitch, since that's what a majority of people want to do. If you are interested in the technicals of how to start VTubing, then check out this video. We're gonna break this video into some main sections: planning your debut and model, involving yourself in the community for growth, and retaining your audience consistently. A lot of this overlaps with just Twitch streaming in general, but being a VTuber brings a whole new dynamic that's important to understand and take advantage of. Planning a successful debut. I didn't have a debut because they weren't really a thing when I started, but I've seen enough of them to know now of how they work and how important they are nowadays. Creating a character design is the very first step. It can be based on you, an OC, an existing character, an animal object. There's a VTuber for everything. Character sheets are quite important for commissioning a model for your artist or making your own. You want to have a solid idea of what colors you want, what outfit you need, etc., etc. You can even pay some artists to do your design for you, but go in with a clear idea of what you want. You could always create your model yourself if you have art skills or 3D modeling experience, or learn. If you're going for 3D, you have the option of using your model in things like VR or motion capture. If you're doing 2D, you can go for some more traditional styles. You can also commission someone. The best place to look is Twitter, and I will explain that shortly. But keep in mind, good commissions will be expensive. If you want a high-quality model, you best be expected to dig out around $1,000 to get something good. You can occasionally find stuff for cheaper, but oftentimes models will even cost more than this. But here is a harsh truth: if you want to stand out as a VTuber, you need a good design. You can do this cheaply like I did by creating your own model, but if you have the funds and the drive, then go for it. Next is to advertise your debut, and I encourage you to do this on Twitter. You can do this by putting together a preview video or reveal model parts over time by setting up follower goals, but make sure that you're setting realistic goals from yourself. Don't expect just to blow up immediately. The best thing you can do is highlight what about your design makes you stand out. There are tons of VTubers competing for the same audience, and if someone is watching you live stream, they aren't watching someone else. Figure out what makes you unique and capitalize on that to make people interested. You also want to live up to the hype. Growing on Twitch is near impossible on its own. Most people who grow audiences on Twitch start with other platforms, and then those people join their streams as well, and that's how you make it big. If someone is bothering to show up to your debut, then make sure you have a reason for them to stay around. You can't just expect chat to be super active and give tons of subs the entire time. You need to think of some unique ways to show off what you're about and why people should stick around to your streams. Look, all in all, your debut may be important, but it's not as important as your content. Some people only start with a few viewers on their debut and then grow later as they develop their content. Others will have a huge debut with hundreds of watchers, and then from there on out, their viewer count drops drastically. Work hard on your debut, it's important, but understand at the end of the day that it's just a stepping stone that doesn't determine anything. Great, so now you've got a model and a debut plan in mind, so the next step is actually getting connected in the community. Hopefully you already are a fan of VTubers, or maybe even have a few VTuber friends, but I know some people are wanting to jump into it blindfolded, so let's make sure you have a good grasp of the culture before anything else. Make a Twitter account for your VTuber self or convert your current account. The VTuber community thrives on Twitter, I'm not even kidding. Like I said before, growing strictly on Twitch is impossible, so you need your audience to flow in from another platform. Find out who the most popular VTubers are and see what they're doing. If you don't already know what Hololive and VShojo are, I suggest you do some serious research. The people who are the most successful are the ones you should be taking inspiration from. You want to support other VTubers, retweet their content, reply to their tweets, read them after streams, actually engage with them in their chats or their discords. But don't butt kiss, especially bigger streamers. You should never try to be friends with someone more successful than you with the sole purpose of using them to grow. They most likely will see through your facade and you'll just end up with a bad wannabe reputation. However, reaching out to VTubers in similar size as you is a great starting point, and then you'll naturally start making those bigger connections. There is a business aspect to things. You want to network, but go into that with the right intentions. Have a Discord and join other Discords. Unlike the generality of Twitch, a dedicated Discord server is where specific communities will grow when someone's not live. Give a place for your viewers and friends to hang out, and also join other VTubers' Discords. Twitter is more general, while Discord is very personal. Another tip, don't just spam your going live links and random self-promo channels. If you're an active community member, then some other chatters might recognize your name and want to join, but if you've never said a word in that Discord and just slap your link into the self-promo channel, no one is gonna want to join. You should organize some collabs. Once you've made friends with other VTubers, it's a great idea to stream with them. Not only are you furthering your friendship, but you're exchanging audiences. It helps you grow and it helps them grow. It's a win-win. Don't ask random people to collab though, it can usually end up being very awkward, but if you have some mutual friends, then it can be a much better idea. But at least try to be friends, or at least acquaintances first. Build up a solid reputation. A large thing that matters that people don't realize is seeing who follows you. For example, if someone sees that you're followed by Iron Mouse, they'll probably think you're more legit. It's just how it goes. For people hovering over your follow button, they might think, oh, PHIA follows this person? If she likes their content, I probably will too. Followed. Make sure your page looks professional, have your links in the pinned tweet section, and have a color theme that matches your design, etc, etc. By putting genuine effort into the community, it will give back to you. Just be careful to not overwork or burn yourself out either. After all, you're doing this for fun. But it's only easy to work at things that you're really passionate about. Now let's move on to the final stuff, retaining your audience. At this point, you should have some friends and viewers who enjoy watching and hanging out with you. But how do you keep them around? Like I said before, have an active Discord. I touched on it a little bit already, but you really should prioritize this. Interacting with people who like your content will make them want to stick around. They'll feel included. You want your community to build itself up and thrive on its own. Give them a fun place to do so. Make sure you're consistent with your content. If you're always changing your stream schedule or taking hiatus breaks, people are gonna have a hard time being involved. And of course, always be innovating. If you feel like things are getting stale, then be creative. Start a new series with weekly guests, do a beach-themed stream, reveal a new outfit. There's endless ideas. You want people engaged and excited. My final tip is don't focus on numbers. There's always going to be ups and downs, and hyper-focusing on them is a good way to drive people away. Even if you're being really successful, you don't want to put weight on that, because when things go down, it's going to hurt extra hard. And when you are down and having a low month, well, you don't want to give up, because there will be a time where things get better. Your main goal should be growing over time, and you can't just expect that to go 100% smoothly. You just be grateful for what you do have and show thankfulness to your supporters. At the end of the day, VTubing is just the same as being a streamer with some added stuff you need to know. If you have more questions about VTubing, then you can join my Discord, as we have an entire channel dedicated to helping people just like you. If this video helped you, make sure to like it and subscribe to the PHIA channel, or even join my Patreon to help support the making of videos just like this one. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. My name is PHIA, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Special thanks to this month's Patreon members. In virtual VIPs, Dude Tech, Klukale, Mr. Cheerio, Scoremaller,